Air Use Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. December 28th. Suit up and show up. In AA, we aim not only for sobriety, we try again to become citizens of the world that we rejected and of the world that once rejected us. This is the ultimate demonstration toward which 12-step work is the first but not the final step, as Bill sees it, page 21. The old line says, suit up and show up. That action is so important that I like to think of it as my motto. I can choose each day to suit up and show up or not. Showing up at meetings starts me toward feeling a part of that meeting, for then I can do what I say I'll do at meetings. I can talk with newcomers and I can share my experience. That's what credibility, honesty, and courtesy really are. Suiting up and showing up are the concrete actions I take in my ongoing return to normal living. Courage to Change One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, December 28th. One effect of alcoholism is that many of us are reluctant to get close to people. We have learned that it is not safe to trust, to reveal too much, to care deeply. Yet we often wish we could experience closer, more loving relationships. Al-Anon suggests a gentle way of approaching this goal: sponsorship. By asking someone to sponsor me, I express a willingness to experience more intimate relationships. When he or she is there for me, returning my calls, offering support, caring, I develop a basis for trust. I realize that my sponsor also has a life and that sometimes he or she will not be available. Because our relationship shows me that people can be reliable, I am better able to reach out to others in the fellowship. My sponsor helps me learn to receive love, but I also learn about giving. Someone who demonstrates unconditional love and still takes care of his or her own needs and who offers support without telling me what to do can be a wonderful role model. I can best put what I learn into practice by passing it on. Today's reminder: intimacy can be one of life's great gifts. I will avail myself of its benefits by reaching out to an Al-Anon friend today. There is a quote from Sponsorship, What It's All About, and it reads, "The interchange between sponsor and sponsored is a form of communication that will nourish both of you." Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts. December 28th. Depression. We are no longer fighting fear, anger, guilt, self-pity, or depression. Basic text, page 27. As addicts, many of us experience depression from time to time. When we feel depressed, we may be tempted to isolate ourselves. However, if we do this, our depression may turn to despair. We can't afford to let depression lead us back to using. Instead, we try to go about the routine of our lives. We make meeting attendance and contact with our sponsor top priorities. Sharing with others about our feelings may let us know we aren't the only ones who have been depressed in recovery. Working with a newcomer can work wonders for your own state of mind. And most importantly, prayer and meditation can help us tap the power we need to survive depression. We practice acceptance and remember that feelings like depression will unquestionably pass in time. Rather than struggle with our feelings, we accept them and ask for the strength to walk through them. Just for today, I accept that my feelings of depression won't last forever. I will talk openly about my feelings with my sponsor or another person who understands. Today, Emotions Anonymous, December 28th. Reflection for today. To love someone is to give them something of ourselves. We risk being vulnerable. We want to share so much of ourselves. That person learns a great deal about how we feel and what we think. Our openness has given this person the power to hurt us. In sharing to this degree, we give up some of our personal power. Yet, if we do not risk giving up some of our power, we will never experience what it feels like to be truly loved and cared about. Meditation for today. May I be willing to take the risk to love and to be loved. Today I will remember, I would rather feel someone's love than have only my power. Strengthen in my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. December 28th. Value of therapy. While therapy is not a replacement for the ACA program, many of our members have benefited from counselors who are familiar with ACA or 12-step work. BRB page 447. After some time in ACA, many of us wondered about therapy and counseling. We heard our friends share about recovering with such help. We wondered if we should look into it. Some of us had never been to a counselor before, and we were nervous to start something new, thinking it might get us off track. We knew of others who had been in therapy before, and it didn't seem to go well. So we read Chapter 16 in the BRB, ACA and Therapy, with an open mind. We learned what a therapist should and shouldn't do because the BRB gave us the step-by-step process we needed. We said the therapy affirmations several days in a row. Then, while leaning on our higher power, we decided to use the questions to ask a therapist while calling a few of them, and we found someone who seemed like a good fit. We bounced the results off our ACA friends. Then, with our support network in place, we took a leap of faith and tried something new. We opened the door to another tool of recovery. We knew that if we didn't like the results, we had the resources to talk about it. And if our gut says it's not working, we can change directions. The affirmation reads, "On this day, I will remember that ACA has many suggestions for recovery, and I can try something new." Please like, share, subscribe, but most of all, be the you that you are created to be. If you are unsure of your own purpose and your own path, give yourself the gift of grace and take that time to figure it out. Remember that you are not alone and that recovery is possible. one day at a time.